Hey, NFP, it won't let me add you for some reason.
Um, I don't know. I know we're live there, bud. It says I'm in the show. Yeah. So Ace, what's going on, bro? I'm with SGA Sports Talk. This is a simulcast, and I'm on his live stream. You're on the right channel. You're on the right channel. I just
Uh,
I linked the live stream to his live stream to my network as well. We're doing a he's a Giants fan, so we're doing a Giants Yankees what do you call it? Pregame. I can't hear you there, SGA.
Hi, my name is Shardon. Welcome to the SGA Sports channel. As we are both previewing the matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees in Game One of this three-game series. Now, I would like to welcome NFE from the Strike Zone to the pregame show, and we'll go over the starting lineups for both teams and score predictions. So, what are your thoughts on this game? Who do you think's gonna win?
Well, obviously I'm going to root for our guys here. It's for the Yankees. As far as score predictions go, so it's Robbie Ray versus Marcus Stroman. Um, I think it'll be a pretty close game. I think the Yankees can come away with a win. My prediction is going to be 7-5.
Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Giants winning. Um, I'm going 6-4.
Okay.
So I'm gonna announce the starting lineups for the for the Giants, and then I'll turn it over to you, and you'll announce the lineups for the Yankees.
Awesome.
So batting first, number 5 at right field, Mike Yastrzemski. Batting second at shortstop, number 2, Willie Damas. Batting 3 at center field, number 51, Jung-Hoo Lee. Batting fourth at third base, number 26, Matt Chapman. Batting fifth at left field, number 17, Heliot Ramos. Batting sixth at first base, number 31, Lamont Wade Jr. Batting seventh at DH, number 41, Wilmer Flores. Batting eighth at catcher, number 14, Patrick Bailey. Batting ninth at second base, number 49, Tyler Fitzgerald. And the starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants is number 38, Robbie Ray.
Awesome. Real quick, I was just wondering if you can add me because I can't see myself on the screen, and I'm not sure why.
I mean, it says you're added to the. It says you're added to the stage. It says you're in the stream.
Okay. Can anybody see me? Because again, I can't see myself on the big screen.
Do you want to restart it?
Nah, let's just keep going. I'll announce the all right, folks. I'll announce the lineup here for the Yankees. So we have Paul Goldschmidt leading off. He's playing first base. Ben Rice is batting DH. He'll be batting second. In the lineup, Aaron Judge batting third. He'll be playing right field. Cody Bellinger at the cleanup spot. He'll be playing left field. Batting fifth is Anthony Volpe. He'll be playing shortstop. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting sixth. He'll be playing second base. Austin Wells is batting seventh. He'll be at the dish. Oswald Peraza will be taking over third base duties. He'll be batting eighth. And then Trent Grisham will be batting ninth, and he'll be playing center field. And on the mound for the New York Yankees is right-handed pitcher Marcus Stroman.
So I'm looking forward to this matchup. I mean, it's gonna be a great one. Um, and we're both teams are gonna come out competitive and strong in this matchup. I'm excited what both teams are gonna bring to the table. Um, you know, The Yankees have a lot of great hitters on their roster. You got Cabrera, you got Volpe, you got Judge. So I think your team's gonna, you know, you know, bring the competitive. Do you think the Yankees are gonna play against the Giants equally hard and come out with a win today?
Yeah, I think the Yankees could come out with a win today. But of course, the Giants have they got a pretty decent lineup too. I'm obviously there's names out there like Willie Adames, who you all just signed in the offseason. There's Wade Jr., who's playing first base. Obviously, Matt Chapman. So there's a few. Giants have a few good names. I mean, I think it's going to be a good matchup. Giants, they're playing well in their division, right so far this season. Um, let's see what happens. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a fun series. It's going to be a really fun matchup.
I mean, I'm excited too, man, because uh I'm a big Giants fan. I try and go a lot of games out to the ball to Oracle Park as possible. I try and root on my team as much as possible, but sometimes my team tries their very hardest to win, but it comes short. Like they're not able to produce runs, they're not able to get things going in the right way. What about your Yankees? Like how how great of a team are they, and which players do you think are really great for your team? Like which players do you believe in your team that these players can produce big numbers?
I mean, the most obvious name is Aaron Judge. He's the guy. He's the man. He's the captain. He's the one player on the Yankees that you can trust year in year out. That's going to put up numbers and he's going to carry the team, and that's what his job. That's what his job is. Um, you know, if we're talking recently, so far, Paul Goldschmidt, who the Yankees signed for a 1 year deal, he's been pretty red hot this season. I mean, he's been getting a lot of timely hits. He's looking pretty decent. Ben Rice has been another name who has been making some noise. As far as the pitching side goes, Max Fried, in his last couple of outings, especially his last outing against the Tigers in that final game of the series, he looked fantastic. So there's a few players that have stepped up, and for the Yankees, it's been a little bit of a last few games. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for them, but right now the team is still a little bit incomplete because of the because of the injuries that they have right now with some of their staff. But hopefully, they're going to get some reinforcements coming back sooner rather than later. You're muted, bud.
So for the San Francisco Giants, we've also been having a rough outing this season. We swept the Astros in a 3-game series. We swept the Mariners in a 3-game series. We split with the Reds. We won 1 game out of, and they won 2 games out of a 3-game series. So the Giants are struggling right now, and we gotta get something going in the right way. Or if this team keeps struggling like this, we are not going to get anything going. Like this team
Mhm.
is not going to contend for the World Series title. I mean, what about your Yankees? Have your Yankees been struggling this season, or have they been pretty much like winning most of their games?
Well, there are some concerns with the Yankees right now, particularly with the pitching staff, especially with the starting rotation. Right now they have a 7-5 record. They are well, it looks like they're tied for first place, but they are in first place because they have one less loss than the Blue Jays do. But again, their starting rotation is a little bit of a concern, just because they did lose Garrett Cole to Tommy John surgery, and then they also lost Luis Hill. He'll be back hopefully around June. I think he should be throwing the ball next week, so as he'll ramp back up. Clark Schmidt just got done throwing some rehab games down there in the minors, so he should be back around the 15th or 16th. So hopefully he can help solidify the rotation a little bit. So the Yankees rotation is a little bit of a question mark. I don't know if they'll go out and make a trade for anyone. We'll see. And third base is a little bit of a concern. That was a position that they didn't address I don't know if that's something that they address right now or if they're just going to wait till the deadline.
So yeah, the Giants are a great team. We gotta come out strong in this game against New York. Because you guys been doing a great like a phenomenal job throughout the season. You hit a record of 9 home runs, so you're just you know killing in the home run category. Um, yeah, like we got to come out strong. We have
Mm-hmm.
to. We can't get swept by the Yankees. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna definitely that's gonna hurt a lot. It's definitely gonna it's definitely gonna suck if we get swept by you guys and you come out strong and you beat us in all 3 games. So we gotta come out strong. I mean,
Well,
we're a good team and we're led by a good manager, Bob Melvin, who used to be with the A's organization before he came over to the Giants. Um, like he's a good manager, but you know he can make some questionable calls that some people might not agree with. He might get a little angry sometimes, get ejected sometimes. I've seen Melvin get ejected a couple of times in games just because of his temper. He throws a lot of temper tantrums on the field, and he gets upset very easily just because of how if there it was a blown call and he's arguing with the refs over the call and he's like this I don't agree with this call. He gets a little bit upset sometimes, which I clearly understand because when something doesn't go his way, he's gonna get mad and he's gonna show his anger.
yeah, well, I know you're talking about the Giants here and like their struggles, but as I'm looking at the standings here, man, they're 9-3, they're second place in the division right now. So I would say they've started out pretty well for the season. I think they're I don't know about you. I don't know about all the Giants fans in your community here, but I'm a little surprised with how they have started out. I thought, I didn't think they would have a 93 record at this point, but I feel like they have played well so far, which is good for you guys, right? For you as a fan. But again, I know I'm not gonna take them lightly in this series. I think it'll be a good series. The Yankees have like I said, the Yankees have their own challenges, and there's things that they have to do on their end. So they have to they're making do with what they got, and they're just gonna have to be real patient in this series, especially with the bats, and then the pitching is gonna have to try and give us some length.
Um, so I'm gonna go with Jung Hoo Lee hitting the first home run of the game. Who you
Mm-hmm.
got knocking the first home run for the Yankees?
For the Yankees, I do think that I think Judge will. I think Judge will hit a homer. I think Judge will hit a home run for the Yankees. I think he'll be the. I mean, if we're talking about the first player, I'll stick with Judge, Aaron Judge.
I mean, what are your thoughts on Judge? Like an all around player, is he a great teammate? Like does all the people in the clubhouse really look up to Judge? Like as a role model that this guy can lead, we can look up to this guy as an inspirational type of person, and this guy can lead us in big ways and clutch ways.
I mean, he is a guy that I mean he's the captain of the team. So he is number 99 is the captain. So he's the one. He is the player that is leading everybody else on this team. So he is the voice in the clubhouse. So yeah, he's absolutely that guy, that player that can come through in the clutch. He does make great plays. He comes through in times that's where the team needs to rally. So Judge is that he is that player, and he goes out there every game and puts his best out there, and he may be a quiet leader, but he does have his voice heard.
I mean, like he's a good player, and he like once he steps up to the plate, he can be dangerous. Like that guy can be a dangerous hitter. Like he can not you never know what that guy's gonna do up at the plate.
Yeah, there's a reason why there's times where he gets intentionally walked, because they know what kind of threat he's going to bring. He's a threat towards any pitcher. I know there's times where he does strike out a lot, sure, but he's always a threat in that lineup, no matter what. But I do feel as though goes in, like I said, day in, day out, and gives it all his best.
As a Giants fan, I was a big fan of Carlos Rodon when he played for the Giants, and
Hmm.
when he went to the Yankees, um, was that a big move for you guys to get Rodon? Because now you know have Rodon to add to your pitching rotation. So when he signed with the Yankees, were you like, this is a big move? We got Rodon, or you like it's you know it's okay? Like you weren't really like pumped about it.
No, I was definitely happy about it. I was happy about the signing because the Yankees needed a number two guy. Unfortunately, in 2023, it didn't exactly work out for him because he was injured for most of the season. Hart didn't really have much of a spring training, so he didn't have a great season. He didn't have a great 2023 season. He struggled big time. I liked what he did in 2024. He pitched a much better season. He had a lot. It was a lot better. I mean, and he was also great in the postseason too, up until the World Series where he didn't have great outings. However, he this season right now it's been a little bit of a struggle. I believe he's either I think he's either one and two or 0-2. I can check that real quick, but he's been he pitches well when he's on his game. He's on his game. I like Rodon. I know some folks may not like him. I'm certainly a fan. Yeah, so he's 1-2 right now for the season, but I think I do believe he can turn it around.
So I'll give my three players that have impressed me on the Giants this year. So I'm going with number one. I'm going with Mike Ostremski. Number two, I'm going with Chapman, and three, I'm going with Flores. I think those three players have really impressed me. I think they're great. They're great players. I'm really fascinated by what those three players have brought to the Giants. Which three players have impressed you on the Yankees? And they don't have to be in any particular order. You can name them and name them from number three all the way to one, or you can go from one all the way down to three.
Yeah, so for me, man, as far as players that have impressed me so far, I mean Trent Grisham has impressed me so far. He has been red hot as of late, and he's looked really good. He's like I said, he's been on fire. And then another player that's really impressed me too. Again, let's see, Max Fried. Max Fried is another guy that I think especially in his last outing, he's looked impressive. And then the other player is Paul Goldschmidt, who the Yankees signed in the offseason. He has impressed so far. He's been hitting extremely well there. You're muted, bud.
So for this team, I really like. I'm a big fan of the Giants, and I really love the grind that they put into all of their games. They just fight, man. Like they just want to win. And some games, like I said, some games don't go the Giants' way, and they lose. But you got to give credit that they try hard. Like they try to win. You know, they try and put the 100% effort in every single day. Um, what about the Yankees? Like how much grind do they put in their games? Like I know some games you don't always win, right? Like some games you're not going to win every game. You know, that's not how baseball works. You know, you're going to lose games, you're going to win some games, you're going to lose some games. It's just how sports works, right? Like sports is just that's how sports is, you know? Like you're not going to win every game. So you have to understand that. You know, that's what baseball is about. Baseball
Yeah,
is
I
just
mean, I think the Yankees go out there and they play. I mean, they go out there and try to play their best, but it's you're going to lose some games, you're going to win some games. So, no team is going to go 162 and 0. And I sure hope no team goes 0 and 162. I mean, you go out there. I mean, every team, it's just like the Yankees, like the Giants, whoever, which it doesn't matter. They go out there, they play their best. Sometimes their best isn't good enough, but they try to do they go out there and do what they can. sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes they lose games. Sometimes it's just not their night. Things don't things don't work out the way you hope. So but that's baseball for you.
Um, I think that it's gonna be a good game. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, the Giants community, the Giants fans, they show up to all their games, home and away. They travel. Um, that's the great thing about Giants fans, man. They travel everywhere. They go all over. If a game's happening in New York, they take a flight and go over to New York. If there's a game happening in Cleveland, they go over there. So they travel, man. That's what the great thing about this team is that the fans travel and they show love and support to whichever city the Giants are playing in. What about the Yankees? Like, do they travel a lot? Like, I know the Yankee fans go all over the country to whichever ballpark the Yankees are playing, and Yankees will travel in huge numbers to support their team.
Yeah, no, the Yankees fans they're all over the country, and they will travel. You'll see them at the games. You'll see at visit, especially at the visiting stadiums. They do fill up the stadium. So, Yankees fans are a dime a dozen. Not just in this country, but they're also internationally known too. So, they're an international brand, is what they are. So Yankees fans travel in packs and they travel well. So I'm being biased here, but I would say they're the most passionate fans amongst all the fan bases in baseball.
So I gotta say, the live chat is flooding right now, man. We got comments from Jacob Petruzzi up in the house. We got Steve
Hmm.
Supremo up in the house. We got Susan up in the house. Um, uh, I love reading the comments from the chat. I just like to interact with the chat. Um, um, and just talk with them. When you do play by play on your channel, do you interact with the live chat, read the comments? Trying to be as interactive as you possibly can be with the chat.
Oh yeah, no, I'm always trying to interact with the chat because I like interacting with the chat. I like when the chat interacts with each other. It's always a fun time. So I love doing it. I love doing the play by plays. So when doing the play by play, I'm focusing on the game, but I am also trying to pay attention to the comments too because I do want to. I want to make sure the fans know that I am interacting with them. And then, real quick, just so everybody knows in the chat, I am on SGA's channel. So I did connect this live stream to my channel as well, but I'm on his live stream just so everybody knows. So we're doing he wanted to get together and do a Giants Yankees pregame. He's a big Giants fan. I'm a big Yankees fan. So he reached out to me. So I was just like, okay, let's we could collab. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know what was going on because I did see some comments. So I didn't want anybody to get confused.
So I just want to say, I really love your channel. You're a big Yankees content creator. I love all your videos on your channel. You do a really great job.
Appreciate it.
I really appreciate all the everybody that comes into the chat. You get a lot of people, new people coming into the chat. A lot of different people coming in. I mean, how often do you go live? Because I try and go live myself a lot. Like, I try and go like 3-4 streams a week. I try and keep it active on YouTube. I try and go live. um, but I'm trying to get to 400 subs. So I'm currently at 379 subscribers right now. I'm trying to get to 400 subs. So if all the viewers in the chat would go to my YouTube channel, click that like button, that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, so they'll be updated next time I go live on my channel. Because I try and go live a lot. Try and be consistent as much as I can. um
Yeah,
I try to be consistent, but sometimes things just come in the way, and I can't, and I'm not consistent, which I don't want to be like that. But what about you? Do you try and be consistent with your content on your channel and trying to make as many streams as you can do?
Yeah, I try to go live as much as possible. So I try to stay as consistent as possible, especially during the season. I want to I do want to make sure that folks know that I will be live, that they can tune in. And so far I've done all the play by plays except for one. I've been doing a lot of pregame action. I do collab with other content creators too. So there's other things that I do want to do with the channel, but all in due time, man. So, but yeah, just a tip for you, bro. Just do what you can. Just try to be as consistent as possible. The subscribers will come. You just got to be patient and just enjoy the grind. There's going to be ups and downs. So that's what I have learned in this journey so far.
So yeah, it's wish good luck to your team, bro.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully it's a good matchup. Hopefully it's competitive. Hopefully uh you know this is gonna be a great series. Um it's a we got This is just game one of this 3 game series. We got two games after this one. Um uh and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And um this the Giants and the Yankees are it's a big rivalry. I don't know if it's as big as Dodgers and Giants. Um but what are your thoughts on the rivalry? Like it's a pretty big rivalry. Taking on somebody from New York. So uh it's what are your thoughts on it? Um on the rivalry.
Yeah, as far as the rivalry, I mean, I'm sure they've had they had a rivalry in the past. It's probably not as big now. It would be hard for them to have the rivalry now. It's probably not as big as it used to be in the past. However, your guys' biggest rivals is going to be, obviously it's going to be the Dodgers. So it's going to be teams within your division. But I do feel, however, I mean, with all that being said, I think this will be a good series. It's I don't think it's going to be an easy series by any means. So I always say you never want to take a team lightly, and so therefore you gotta take each team serious, and you never know what's going to happen in each game. So you may feel confident that the team's going to win, but the opposite happens. Obviously, I mean it doesn't go as planned, and there's an unexpected score, unexpected plays. Again, it's the game of baseball, so anything is possible.
Um for me um For me, I really miss Renell Brooks Moon, the P announcer for the Giants.
Hmm.
She's no longer. They let her go. They released her for some reason. I mean, I think she was a great P announcer. I love Renell. I have her autograph on my jersey. I went to FanFest at Oracle Park and I met her. Great lady, great person, great role model. Um, she has that booming voice that every time you enter an Oracle Park you hear Renell's voice. She just has that voice, that welcoming voice that brings you in into the park. um but yeah, but she was a great lady, and I don't know why we let her go. Because she was the third African American P announcer for the Giants, so female P announcer. So she was great, and now we replace her with another lady, I believe it's Carolyn McArdle, who's the new P announcer. She doesn't have the energy that Renell brought. She had that she was more like she really made people feel like when they came into the park, they felt like they were being welcomed in. Um, as a Yankees fan, what were your thoughts? I know you're a Yankees fan, but you don't know about Ronaldo, the P announcer. But what are your thoughts? Even though you're a New York Yankees a Yankees fan.
I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really familiar with her. She must have been a big deal within the
I mean,
giant.
for us,
Yeah.
as a Giants fan, for us, it was heartbreaking to see her leave because as a Giants fan, I was a big fan of her, and she's just a great person. Um, but if you know if there were if you were to pick on the a player from the Yankees roster who has made an impact on and off the field, who would you go with?
I mean, impact on off the
Like
field. I
like
mean,
like like a humanitarian, does things for the kids. Is there any player that you've
you could
seen that?
easily I could easily say Aaron Judge. I mean, he does. He's always doing. He always leads. Hold himself accountable on the games. He doesn't cause any problems or issues or anything. And then as far as interaction with the fans, he's really good with the fans, especially kids. There was
Yeah,
I remember.
and Aaron Judge was he was born in the he was born in Sacramento. So it's not he's not like born in the Bay Area, but as to say. But he definitely his dad definitely took Aaron Judge to Oracle Park for Giants home games, so that's why he has a admiration and love for the Giants.
Mhm.
Um, so it's very special that he's playing against the Giants because he has this team has a special place in his heart, and we were gonna get Aaron Judge and sign him to the Giants roster. But he didn't sign with us. I guess he didn't want to leave the Yankees because anytime you play for a childhood team you've been playing on for years, you never want to leave because it's just a place in your heart. Like he wanted to always be a Yankee for life. What are your thoughts? Like, what are your thoughts on Aaron Judge potentially being a Yankee for life?
I mean, I'll wrap it up with this because I do have to get going because I got the play-by-play starting on my end in 5 minutes. So I'll wrap it up with this when it comes to Aaron Judge. Look, Aaron Judge, he's gonna retire a Yankee. He signed a contract back in the 22 offseason on a 9-year contract worth 360 million. So he's gonna retire a New York Yankee. He wanted to come back to the Yankees. There was no doubt there. I know the Giants made a run for it. Made a you know he made a run for the Giants made a run for Aaron Judge. So did the Padres. There was a few teams checking out Aaron Judge, but I think ultimately he wanted to come back to New York. He just wanted a good offer, and he got what he wanted. He's getting paid what he wanted. And you look at his money. You look at the money that's been given to him now. It's a steal. It's an absolute steal now. You look at that contract now, it's a steal. And just so you know there, bud, I just got somebody said in the messages, and I got a notification on X. It looks like the first pitch for the game is going to be at 4:30 your time. So it's going to be a half hour delay there, bud. Your mic is off, bud.
So I wanted to say, I love everything you're doing. Uh, I know, I'm a Giants fan, but on my channel, I welcome fans from all teams on my channel. Um, I welcome everybody, every team to come in here. I don't kick people out just because people are not supporting the Giants. I Yankee fans are welcome in here, up in here. A's fans are welcome up in here. Mariners fans, like, anybody's welcome in here. Like, I don't discriminate. I don't kick people out. I'm not that type of guy. And you're like, you can come up in here, and I don't have a problem with that.
No doubt.
Everybody's welcome in my on my stream.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, we appreciate that. My channel, it's the same way. It's
And you're
primarily
welcome. You're welcome on my channel too. Like, I have no problem having a Yankee fan on my channel. I don't have a issue with that.
no doubt, and my channel's the same way. It's primarily Yankees based, but every fan is welcome. I don't care what team you like. So, yeah, that's all. That's what I have to say to whoever, whichever. If there's Giants fans right now watching you, so just so everybody knows, you're everybody's welcome on my channel as well. I don't care what team you like, and yeah, man, just
And
keep doing your thing, man. Just keep up the good work, keep grinding away, and the results will come.
And I want to say it was great having you on my channel. It's first time having you up in here. That's it's very exciting that I reached out to you. And we got together and we made something happen. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. SGA. And this is NFE. Thanks for guys for flooding up that comment section. I'm gonna doing play by play commentary for the Yankees and for the Giants and Yankees game. So I'm gonna be up there. Anybody's welcome, but um I love everything you're doing. Keep up the grind, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks guys for coming on in. um I'm gonna be doing the play by play right now. But NFE, it was great bringing you on as your debut on my channel. I bet you're very stoked about that we hooked we got together and we made this happen. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully may the best team win.
Here's to the best team, and thanks for having me on, man. It was a good time, and we'll talk again soon, I'm sure. All right, bud. I'm gonna get
Uh,
going. Oh, you're
it
still.
was great having you on. I think you're great. I love your channel. You're a great person. I you know
You're,
I
hey,
got I got
you're still live there, dude. Just so you know.